Well now, the end of that movie, I went, what? When you looked into it, were you thinking the exact same without giving away spoilers? Sorry.
I did also go, what? When I put the book down, definitely.
It's such a wild story, isn't it? Like, another thing that I noticed as well is that I sea swim every day. So when I saw you jumping in there, can you explain to us, was it cold, dirty, or just what was it like?
It was actually not cold, but it was incredibly dirty. Yeah, it was very dirty. And I had a scene where I had to sort of do this like very romantic kiss underwater. But the reality of it was that we were just sort of exchanging dirty water between each other. It was disgusting. It looks really good on camera, but wasn't so pleasant to actually film.
And have you ever done the Dublin? Have you ever swam in Dublin before? Because I want to know how cold, like, what was it like compared to ours? Our water, was it?
I haven't. My granddad did years ago. Got pneumonia, so I've always been fearful too. He did the Christmas swim in the sea. So yeah, but I want to, but it wasn't too cold in Louisiana, so that's good.
Reese Witherspoon, she kind of looks to me like a proper storyteller, like, so when the cameras stop rolling, she sits and chats and all that. Can you kind of fill us in what she's like in real life?
She's really cool. I mean, I'm such a huge admirer of Reese's, and I grew up watching her films, so it was sort of crazy to me to work with her, and crazy for me, and she just, what she's doing with Hello Sunshine is so important. She really wants to put complicated women at the forefront of stories, and also sort of empower them behind the camera as well. And this is a story about female empowerment, so to have all of the heads of our departments on this job be women was so exciting.
There is scenes where you fight and all that. Is that difficult, ever doing scenes like that, where you're throwing a punch? But do you connect, or do you talk about that beforehand? Like, you must need to know the person very good before you go to give them a proper dig.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed those scenes. Were really well. I really got on with Harrison, who's really lovely, despite playing not a very nice character. So yeah, that was a real sort of collaboration. And I've not really done a huge amount of stunts, so it was fun to do like a proper, give him sock him properly. Obviously I didn't actually hit him, no, but we had a stunt person who helped us sort of make it look real. So yeah.
A couple of my friends went to the premiere last night in London, and they were talking about you being in front of loads of people and all that. Is that daunting? Because, when you're doing your job, there's camera people around, directors, producers, and then you go to something like that and you're like, whoa, there's about 300 people in front. Does that ever stop being normal?
I think it's sort of, it is weird, and it is weird coming, especially something like that where you're actually speaking your own words. When you do theatre or TV or film, you're luckily somebody else is writing the words for you. Yeah. So whereas with that, it's you answering questions and you're like, I don't really know if I have anything interesting to say. So it is a bit strange, and because most of my experience of that has been on online, on Zoom and things like that. It is odd being up there in person for sure.
I saw one of your co-stars being in Times Square, and there was I think it was actually your head was it was on Times Square, and it was just him going like, what? So that must be strange as well.
It was really funny. My parents came to visit. They were with me when I was in New York for the premiere and things, and we were like, let's go and see it. So we went to New York, which is very loud, obviously, and the sound was very hot. So we were all sweating. Anyway, we found the poster, but it was up on the screen for about 3 seconds. So we'd be like, take a picture. And then it would we kept missing it. Finally, we got a picture, and it's us looking really sweaty with it in the background. So it's not a very good picture. And then just as we left, it was up for ages. We're like, oh gosh, we missed
typical
it.
After all that.
It was very funny.
Before I finish, when people go to see this movie, there's so many emotion involved. Like, when I left, it was probably an hour afterwards that I got to kind of go, oh God, like, loads of stuff happened in it. Will you think that people will have different emotions in seeing your character and all the other characters?
Well, yeah, I feel very excited to know that this is a film that is, audiences seem to really connect with it and love it, and it's really exciting to be part of a film that's sort of bringing back an audience that's been fearful to go to the cinema for a while because of COVID and things like that, and it feels like it's such a one to experience on the big screen because of how immersive it is with that environment, and I think lovers of the book will enjoy it because I think it's very faithful, but I also think you don't have to have read the book to enjoy it, and you will get that surprise feeling the way you do when you finish the book, when you finish the film, I think.
My God, I went into a big deep dive afterwards. I was like, I cannot believe that has happened at the end of it. And the way it was just told, it was like, oh, do as you do. But it was great chatting to you today.
And you, thank
Thank you.